Good evening, chums. Oh, but it is a chilly one, a little bit soggy. And luckily, the forecast is set to get much windier and much wetter. So join me on a tent-bound adventure of hiding from water in the middle of nowhere. So the plan is, tent up, get some water, possibly try and find some twigs to use the twig stove, but that's been drizzling for about 2 hours. We shall see. However, I've just spotted something that makes me a little bit alarmed. That's new, and it was quite windy last night, so I have to be quite careful where I pitch up here, I think. Make sure there's nothing weakened or hanging off anywhere. Task 1 is complete. It's just still drizzling, but it eased off a bit, but it has gone over there. It's gone grey, so sun has now gone down, so I'm going to show you the tent very quickly, and then I'm going to get some water, and then boil some water. I think the twig stove idea is gone. I think it's going to be mess, but we shall see. Right, let's show you around the barnacle. Right, so when I know the weather's going to be shit, I don't grab a Hillberg. I don't really grab my scarp if I know it's going to be windy. It's the Rab barnacle. Now that's not the official name. I think it's a summit shelter or something, but with the guys out, internal pole, low to the ground, it's an absolute beast. Single skin, and it's a bit like a TARDIS because it looks absolutely tiny, and then you get in it, it's not too bad. It's all right. So I've got a relatively flat spot. Don't think there's any dead trees around here, except for maybe some twigs dropping off, so we'll see. Got my flask, meths and my water out there, so I'm gonna fill this bad boy up in a second. A little bit of cut off mat here, it's a bit of a kneeling pad and getting in and out. Wet stuff, and my rucksack's over that side, out of the way. Sleeping bag, which is a Bandit UGQ quilt. My X-Therm, which I've been using for about 4 or 5 years, and it's been worth every single penny. And I've got a down jacket for later, a bit of food, electrics and torch and stuff in there. So not much, a little bit of food. That's pretty much it. Right, can't see much, so I'm gonna have to go and get some water, I think. That's the barnacle all sealed up tight. So it's water collecting time. There is a stream just in this little valley down here, so task now is a very important one. So these shoes I'm wearing, they're more hole than shoe now, so the plan is here is get water, but not at the expense of having soggy feet for the rest of the day. So it's a payoff, isn't it? It's a payoff. Good, I can hear the water is flowing nicely. Be pretty annoyed if it was as soggy as it is and there wasn't any water. Right, now there should be a little shit bridge up here. There it is. Normally I could just hang off that and get some. Right, as much as you would enjoy me falling in trying to film this and get water, you have to imagine me falling in because I'm putting the camera away. I do quite fancy one day just following that valley down and see where it goes. It's obviously a kick out at Derwent somewhere, but I'll have to have a wander one day. Anyway, a litre of your finest brown, Peak District Peak Special, but it'll boil up fine after I've filtered it. These bloody filter bottles are amazing. Been up here this end quite a few times with the hammocks, but the lay's not particularly flat, so it's definitely a hammock special. God, it is dark, isn't it? There she is, the barnacle. Right, this is actually my second camp this week. The first one I filmed, and then about 8 o'clock I just bugged out, put the tent up, had a little fire, cooked some food, and then just bugged out. Just wasn't feeling it basically. So while I'm setting up the solar stove and getting this ready and starting to boil some water, I shall bring you back. But before then, you're going to have like 2 minutes of random footage from another camp earlier in the week. So a bit random, but we'll just cut that in now. So just wipe or just... And you're back, and the water is on the boil. Well, that's creepy. Well, I've got a brew. I'm just boiling my food now. And the drizzle's on and off. So I'm gonna cook this and then retire inside the tent. I might even light a candle, because the temperature is dropping. Well, I smashed that. So I've had a brew, eaten the food, and now I am chilling. There's a little bit of drizzle out there, you can just hear it. But this tent is awesome. And I've got a little bit of light going on now. Just keep an eye on that, making sure it doesn't heat anything up too much, because it's not that cold. And then I've got not one, but 2 books. I'm planning on finishing a book and then ploughing on with the next one tonight. That's the dream now, just reading, just relaxing and reading until it starts to absolutely piss it down. And then enjoy that. So I've got about 70 pages of this one finished, to go, sorry, and then straight onto this one. Yep, that's my evening. Good morning, campers. It is a windy one and it has chucked it down. I'm gonna go outside and see what the world looks like, but it's definitely a bit wild. It's not like a log though, so that's pretty good. What a nice morning, except for the fact it's really windy. So I'm gonna get moving. As always, leave no trace. So I've checked where I've been and there's literally no evidence I'm here except for a small square of flattened grass. Right, let's get down and find some food. That's the plan. Well, drop down a bit now, the wind season. As soon as you got to even the top half of that woodland, it was windy. I was glad I put my tent at the back. Would have been pretty grim otherwise. Slept like a log though, as per always. The morning is the best time to be out after camping. Get the place to yourself. No other humans. And generally the weather's better. Right. just what I love. A soggy, steep, slick field. Right, I'm going to put the camera away because I'm going to end up on my arse here. Right, I am down. I think it is breakfast time. And then I vanish. That was a good one, that. I get some good sleep, test out my tent. It's pretty windy. It's nice to get out. I feel better for it. And I believe it's a very competitive game of pitch and putt today for me. So got to keep the record up. Give that a go in the wind. Alright, cheers guys. I apologise, this is a bit of a mishmash of two videos and it's been a bit of a mess anyway, but it's nice to be out again. Someone might get something out of watching it, but I doubt it. And then I'll try and get off to the lakes or somewhere soon and make actually quite a good video. Maybe get some time lapses in there. Maybe some walkaways where I leave the camera and then come back to it. People seem to appreciate them. But yeah. Take it easy guys.